Hello there, my name is Kelly and I am a soon-to-be 51-year-old mom here from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'll be 51 on Saturday. Time is flying by. I'm so happy you're here though. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. I'm gonna do my makeup today using my 8 palette, my one compact palette from Saint Beauty. It holds 4 tins on the top and 4 tins on the bottom, or you can do smaller tins with eyeshadows and do a combination of those. So this is all I'm going to use today, and I'm going to focus on a brush that's not new, but it's sort of new to me. This is the Shape brush. I've had it for a while. I've really only used it for bronzer, but I'm going to use it today to do a full face of makeup because this is going to give me lightweight, all natural coverage. So if this is you and you don't like to wear a ton of makeup and you just want to look put together but not have a ton of product on, this is going to be a great brush for you. You can see that it is not dense, so it's not going to pick up a ton of product. I'm going to try to do my whole face with this one brush and my 8 palette. So let's get started. And as we are doing everything, or as I'm getting ready, I will walk you through and tell you exactly what I'm doing. I always like to start with my contour because it sort of gives me a roadmap for where the rest of my colors go. So again, what this is cream foundation. It's lightweight. This is going to give us a 3-dimensional look, 3-dimensional, just like your face. So instead of like a liquid or a powder where you have one color all over and then you do contour on top of that and then you do blush on top of that, it's just layer upon layer. We're going to actually put colors in specific spots on our face, and they're all going to provide coverage and they're all going to have a specific role. So starting with my contour, again, this is going to provide coverage. It's darker in color, and I'm going to place this where I already have natural shadows to help accentuate my features and give me a little bit of definition. So this contour color is going to absorb light. My color is called Cedar, and I'm going to start by putting it underneath my cheekbone. Now I'm literally going to hug my cheekbone though, so I can feel my cheekbone, and I'm going to put my contour just right below that and hug that cheekbone. Then I'm going to put it below my hairline, right hugging my jawline and just underneath where I need that shadow, and then down the side of my nose. So using my Shape brush here, I am going to dab into my contour, and you can see it does not pick up a lot of product. So I may need to kind of play with it a little bit, but, and I have a mirror here, so if you see me looking down, that is why. All right, so again, I'm gonna get right under my cheekbone here. You can kind of poke around and feel and bring a little bit of blood to the surface, and that will tell you exactly where to put it. And I'm gonna stop at the end of my eye, and I'm gonna start at the back by my ear, because wherever I start is wherever the most amount of product is gonna go. So starting back there, again, this isn't gonna pick up a lot of product and put a lot down. So it's going to definitely be lightweight coverage. So right there along my cheekbone, let's do the other side. Hugging my cheekbone, stopping at the end of my eye. You don't want to bring it too far down your face because then you're going to have like a 5 o'clock shadow, and nobody wants that. All right, so dabbing into our contour again, I'm going to do it right here along my hairline. So I obviously have a big forehead, so I'm going to bring mine a little bit farther down. But if your forehead isn't quite this enormous, you don't have to do that. So I am just going to bounce it along my hairline, and I'm going to totally get up in here all the way up into my hairline. Now when I'm dabbing into my contour, I'm sort of pinching a little bit too, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. So you can see this is really lightweight coverage. There's not a lot of product that's going down. So again, same thing, a little pinching, a little dabbing. I'm always dabbing. I'm never swiping because swiping is going to definitely get too much product. Now I'm going to sort of hug my jawline here, and then I'm going to bring it down. And the reason we want to bring it down our neck is just because we don't want to have one color on our face and then another color on our neck. By the way, this is my guest bedroom / office. I don't know if I've ever told you that. All right, a little pinch here. And now let's do the side of our nose. So remember, you want to keep the lines closer together because the farther apart your lines are, the wider your nose is going to look. So I'm just going to do it up here towards the bridge, and then a little bit right there below my lip to give me a little bit of a pout. So let's check everything out there. Okay, looking pretty good here with my contour. All right, remember you always want to feather upwards to help gravity out a little bit. And now I think we're ready to move on. Now, I did feather down on my neck, obviously, because I want to make sure I get some color down there. Okay, let's move on to our brightening highlight. So this color is obviously lighter. This third color is my main foundation, the one that most closely matches my skin tone. So this color before it is a brightener. It's a little bit lighter in color. You can't tell it so much in the tin, but when I apply it, you'll be able to tell it. So this color that's lighter here, my brightener, mine is called Candlelit. It's going to reflect light and give me that glow. So we're gonna place this in a few key spots. So that's where we wanna draw attention. For example, I really wanna draw attention to the middle of my face, to my smile, and then to my eyes. So I'm gonna apply this brightener to the inner and outer corner only. Reason being, this is really thin skin here. It's lost a lot of fullness. And if I put a ton of product here, especially product that's too light, it's gonna show texture, it's gonna cake and crease and do all the things we don't want. So I'm gonna use very minimal product, and I'm just gonna stick to the inner and outer corner, and you're gonna see that it's really gonna be all I need. I'm gonna flip and use this other end here, and I'm gonna do a little pinching again, and I'm dabbing into my brightening highlight. And I'm going to, you can see how it's already brighter. I'm going to apply that in the inner corner, and I'm really gonna get up in there, and I'm gonna go a little bit, just a tiny bit down. So I'm just bringing it down just a little bit. Well, let's do the outside again. Dabbing on the outside, and let's take it back and up and give ourselves a little bit of a facelift here. Now this is natural lightweight coverage, so it's not gonna be a ton of product. So keep that in mind. If you need more coverage under the eye, then you're gonna need to use a different brush. So again, same brush, dab, dab, dab. Let's do the inner corner here. Keeping it nice and bright. And the outer corner. Taking it back and up. And then we can sort of check things out when we're done to make sure that we're getting the coverage that we want. Okay, so my brightening highlight, I've done the inner and outer corner. I also want to do the center of my face. I'm going to dab, 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 and I'm going to do right between my brows and bring it down my nose and on my chin and my cupid's bow. Okay, so you can see that I have brightness in a few key areas. All right, so now I am ready. I've kind of created this roadmap with my contour and my brightener. Everywhere else, except for my cheeks, because I'm gonna put my cheek color there, but everywhere else, I'm gonna put this second foundation color. So this is my main foundation, the one that most closely matches my skin tone. And you can see that just by placing product in specific areas, I'm just gonna have one layer of makeup, which is amazing. So I'm gonna put this product everywhere else except for my cheeks, using the fluffier end again and dabbing. And now I'm just going to lightly blend. Now, if you really want, let's actually go ahead and do this to really like press the makeup into the skin. Let's dab it on first, and then we can go ahead and blend that second color. Do the jawline here. Other side. Let's do next to the nose. Anywhere we don't have that lighter product or contour, we're gonna apply this. And I'm gonna hug the eye socket here. All right, now let's just go back and blend lightly. I don't need to use a heavy hand. I don't need to like really tug and dig, just lightly blending. So you can see, I'm obviously taking my time talking you guys through it, but you can see how quickly you can do this. You could be in and out the door in 3 minutes. It's possible. I've done it many times. All right. Okay, so let's check that out. I think we're pretty well blended here. And now we're ready to move on to our next color. So this is my cheek color. I love the color Madrid. I think it's the perfect sort of nice, light and bright. The older you get, I'm 51, the older you get, you want to steer clear of the plums and the mauves. That's really going to accentuate your age spots. So anything nice, bright, and vibrant, because we lose that luminosity in our skin. We need to go bright and vibrant. So this is Madrid, same fluffy end, dab, 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 dab. And so you want to kind of start at the center of your eye and take it back and up, leaving like 2 fingers distance between your nose and the start of that cheek color. And again, I'm just dabbing first to really press the product onto the skin and taking it back and up. There we go. Okay. Let's check that out. Nice. So you can see here that I remember I didn't put any product like right here under the eye, just to the inner and outer corner, and it's not even really needed. It's okay to have multiple colors on your face. You don't want like one light color all across like we used to do with concealer. That's not natural looking. This is a much more natural look, even for my age. So, all right, here we go. Let's flip to this bottom end here. I have a couple of colors that I want to apply down here. First, starting with my bronzer. So bronzer is, this bronzer in particular is cream. It's lightweight, sheer, doesn't have any shimmer, no orange hue. It's really beautiful, and I think everyone over the age of 40 needs bronzer. Again, we lose that luminosity in our skin. This is going to warm up our skin, give us some dimension, and a little bit of a sun-kissed look year-round. So using this same brush, I haven't switched brush yet at all. So using this same brush, dab, 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 and it's okay. It has a little bit of that, not much at all really, but a little bit of that cheek color, and that's okay because pink and brown is beautiful together, and it's just gonna give you even more dimension. So don't worry about having to clean the brush off or anything. You really don't need to. So this is going wherever I normally would get sun, which is on my forehead. I kind of like to think of, you know, if I'm wearing sunglasses, it would go around my sunglasses. That makes sense. So dabbing in again, and I'm gonna go down my nose and on my chin, and that's really all I need for bronzer. You can sweep a little bit across your cheeks if you want. It's totally up to you. 2 more colors here. This is my illuminator. So this is gonna give me a little subtle dewiness. So I'm gonna put it on the high points of my face. This color is called Angel. By the way, my bronzer is Bella. Most everyone can wear Bella bronzer. Right here on the tip of my nose and on my chin. Okay. All right. So I have one more large tin here. This is actually my favorite little trick. I'll use this smaller end here, but this is called Petal. This is actually a lip and cheek color. It's a soft pink gloss, and it's going to give me a really pretty youthful look. And I'm only going to put it one place. It's going to go in between my nose and my cheek color, just to sort of soften that area. Sweep, sweep, sweep. That is it. See, nice and soft and subtle. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Okay. All right, so let's do just, I'm not going to do anything special with my eyes. Same brush. I'm going to go back into my bronzer, dab a little bit into my bronzer, and I'm going to sweep that kind of in the crease here on my eye, just a little bit. I don't need a lot, but I'm telling you, this is my everyday all natural look, and I just love, I think it's so pretty and so simple. Then I'm going to go into this color right here. It's called Angel's Landing, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my finger and sweep it on my lid here. Let's do the other side. There we go. And then use my other finger that I haven't used yet and just put a little bit of this lighter color called Drift in the inner corner for some brightness. Going back to my brush here and just kind of blending that out. So I have managed to do an entire face of makeup with one brush. I mean, that's pretty spectacular. And that is it. We can do a little bit of this Madrid on our lips, maybe mix it with some Petal. And let's put a little bit of this illuminator right in the middle. Bam. All right, I hope that was helpful. One palette, one brush, full face of makeup, super simple. I can help you pick out your colors for your palette. Remember, it's customizable or refillable. So everything that was in here is going to suit you perfectly like it suits me perfectly. And I will help you pick those out, including what brush, what size palette, all of those things. That's what I'm here for. And then I will be with you forever. I'll be your makeup gal for life. So, all right, if you need help getting colors for your palette, just click my link in bio, or actually my link down here in the description, and I will link you to my color match page. And it's just a few quick questions, and I'm able to help build a palette that works for you perfectly. And then don't forget that Saint is going international by the end of the year. We'll be in the UK and Australia. So if you want to be added to my distribution list, let me know that as well. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys next week.